Growing up, I mean, as a kid, you always think a hero is somebody that, helps somebody, saves somebody. You get kids and stuff that come up to you and they look up to you and, all you can do is tell them, hey, I do this job to be able to help people and you can do it someday too.
I believe it was somebody delivering newspapers in the morning who called. They were out, thankfully, that early in the morning on Thanksgiving. And as soon as we pulled up, we saw flames coming out of the second-story bedroom. There was a car in the driveway, so we figured somebody was home. I was activating my sirens and stuff to just try to wake up potentially whoever was in the house.
I tried the front door. I got stopped. It wouldn't budge on kicking it probably 5-10 times.
I ran to the back door and kicked that in, and we were able to gain entry into the home. As soon as we got into the house, we were immediately hit with smoke.
Hello! We started yelling and screaming, trying to wake people up.
I immediately went upstairs. By the time you got to the top of the stairs, the smoke was so thick. Even with our flashlights, it's just blinding you. I just tried to stay as low as possible, so I just tried to hug the floor as best I could.
Can anybody hear me?
And that's eventually when I heard the elderly gentleman.
Fire! You got a fire! Get out of here! Let's go!
I directed him to try to come to my flashlight if he could. I kind of saw through the smoke through my flashlight, him standing at the edge of his bedroom, and that's when I kind of just took a deep breath, ran through the smoke, and tried to grab him.
Sir, come on! I can't breathe. Follow me, let's go!
My brain just kind of turns off, and you kind of just act and don't really take the time to think and assess. I just knew that, especially after hearing that he was in there, I was going to do my best to get him out. But then I had to breathe, so I swapped out with my partner, and I ran downstairs so I could catch my breath.
That's when I went up, I saw him, and kind of dragged him to the top of the steps.
Okay, come on, sir! Oh, that hurt. Come on!
Then my partner came back up. We worked as a team to try to get him downstairs, the gentleman. At the bottom of the steps, my partner and I grabbed him, held on to him, took him right out the way we came in.
I got you. I'm right on the lawn. I'm right on the lawn.
As we were coming out, glass literally fell right to our feet, and it's like a movie, stuff shattering, it's falling to your feet. I mean, where's the rain at? That's all I'm waiting on now, but yeah, it's definitely a moment I'm not gonna forget. I remember it like yesterday.
By the time we got him outside, the fire department and EMS was already on scene, put him in a stretcher, and then they immediately took him to the hospital.
Once we got him out in the grass and we were looking up, I just kind of catching my breath. I think I've realized how dangerous a fire can be. The smoke is actually really scary because it burns your eyes, it burns your throat. I've seen some crazy things on the job, and you don't really get an opportunity to actually possibly save somebody like that. I guess it was right place, right time for that delivery driver, right place for my partner and I, and it's heartwarming just to know that, he gets to enjoy another day, and it was nice to see his family appreciate what a first responder can do, and that's a holiday that we all celebrate. I think the last thing you want to do is mourn somebody on Thanksgiving.
I later found out that he was a pilot in World War II. He obviously did a lot for our country, so that was a tiny little payback for him. We were getting a commendation for that event, and he was there with his family, and we were able to meet him and talk to him again, and they were all obviously very grateful.
I drive by his house all the time. They're slowly repairing it. I know he's waiting eagerly, I guess, to get back into his house, so.
I intend to live there till my time is up.
Definitely could have been a lot worse. A house can always be replaced, but people can't, and family can't,